Hey everyone, Crash from Crash Customs, Lake Havasu, Arizona. We are just about finished, finally, with this 1967 Mercury Cougar. We did a ton of mechanical stuff, correcting errors and sins of the past shop from the East Coast. Let me go over that and I'll give you a quick walk around. On this Cougar of me fixing the center console and doing a custom trunk interior panel setup, right? So things can be thrown in there without banging into the quarter panels, and just making it somewhat match the factory interior. I'll show you that in a minute. But on the outside here, I did panel alignment on fenders, hood, doors, and trunk. And we did new front bumper and aligned that. We aligned the hideaway headlights and got those to function properly. We did some miscellaneous new emblems and trim pieces. Also, rear bumper is new and aligned properly. Rear taillights, we did sequential LED conversion kit on that. Emblems on the back we did. It came in and the back was really jacked up way too high. We did 2-inch lowering blocks in the back. The front has adjustable coilovers, and we adjusted those properly. Also, they were missing hardware, and they were bolted in, but barely bolted in. Right now, I got the front set up thinking that the coilovers, usually when you get them new, they'll settle like 1/4 inch, sometimes 1/2 inch. So I got 20 miles on this car right now, and I think once it settles just a little bit more, it'll be pretty perfect. It's nice the way it is now, but like I know I like stuff low as possible, so that'll settle a little bit more, and I think it'll be right on the money. Let's see what else on the outside here did we do. Cougar emblems. Oh, we did wheel well trim. It didn't have the wheel well trim on it or the rocker trim. So we put rocker trim, wheel well trim, just try to clean things up. And the trim, I think, really totally changed the car. It really connects to polished Americans and flows way better. We did exhaust tips because we did exhaust on it. Just a nice pencil tip exhaust tips, classic look. Got Flowmasters on it. I'll raise this up and I'll show you underneath. The goal here is just a super nice driver. Like, drive it out of town, have a good time, drive it in town, just turn the key, fire it up, and cruise it. That's the goal with this. Let me show you the interior here. Interior was in it, but there's things that we tweaked and cleaned up. We wrapped the armrests properly. We did these lower Cougar pieces with the LEDs. Did LEDs along the bottom of the dash and the center console. Backlight of the center console is LED. What else? Adjusted windows. All 4 roll-up windows needed to be adjusted. Oh, this is super cool here. Autometer gauge cluster. This whole panel here all came from Autometer. We used the stock Cougar emblem in the center. It came recessed with these 4 recessed circles, but they were blanks, really. So we ordered directional indicators, parking light, and high beam indicator. But look at these Autometer gauges, man. They just got like the classic muscle car look. Chrome bezels, stainless inserts, and they light up super cool. Hey, let me turn the key. Show ya. Fires right up. There we go. Look at them light up. Super easy to read. And the indicators here, right? Well, not right, left. And then high beam for the floor switch for the high beam. All right. She sound good too. Turn these lights off. Look at that. Hideaways. I'll show you those. It's got a sniper kit. This will end up going in the glove box once things are all sorted out and I put enough miles on this. Let me show you from the other side. That center console in the previous video, it's original center console, and there were cracks along the bottom here, and I melted this Lexan to form, and then we put LEDs behind it, so it looks cool, and it also strengthened and reinforced the bottom of the original center console. I also sprayed this black nice and fresh to match the dash. You can see here's that other one on this side. Everything closes nice now. Things were pretty jacked up all over on this. The last shop, trying to think of something nice to say. Let me get a list of something nice to say and then I'll come back to it. No, I will not come back to it because I ain't got nothing nice to say about the last shop. All right, let me show you the trunk. I'll show you the trunk. Let me get the key. All right, we tried to go for a stock feel vibe, like if they did an upholstered trunk in '67, this is what it could look like. Same color interior vinyl, same carpet, and Cougar emblem that is on the front of the flip-up headlight we used on the back. And these panels here, they're all magnetic, so you have access for storage. Same with this one, right? Easy to get to things, you know, cleaning supplies, whatever you don't want to just have laying around in the trunk, you can hide back there. All right, pop the hood. It's got a blueprint small block Ford in it. Cool Cougar valve covers and air cleaner. Got a sniper setup hiding underneath there. CVS front runner setup, aluminum radiator. All good stuff. All good stuff. And everything installed wrong from the last guy. We had to sort out a ton of stuff on this. Like everything mechanical we had to sort out. We rewired it. Reran brake lines. They had brake hard lines running over the top of the motor from one side to the other. They had the rear brake line running in the trans drive shaft tunnel. Just ridiculous what they did, or what they didn't do. But whatever, it's sorted out now. We do still have to send it to get the AC charged and a wheel alignment. But everything is close enough that I've been putting miles on it, getting that EFI set up to program itself. Let's put it up in the air. Take a look underneath. Let me show you the underside. This car is just meant to be a nice clean driver. So the underside is just black, factory black. We did exhaust on it. That's tucked up nice and tight. I came in with rusty exhaust that banged and rubbed on everything, and also it didn't have parking brake. Any of the parking brake stuff was gone. The rear brakes had to be gone over. That was missing stuff. New fuel tank, exterior fuel pump, but they also had a fuel pump inside the tank that was not hooked up, which once we finally got this thing running, you don't need two fuel pumps. The fuel pump inside restricted the fuel going into the motor, and even though the external fuel pump was functioning, it just wasn't pulling enough. So I have no idea what they were thinking there, but they failed. Flowmasters, right? Flowmasters sound good on everything. We got them tucked up nice and tight to the floor pans, notched the cross member here, the unibody cross member, so the exhaust won't rattle. What else? A lot of these hard lines were not here. We had to do that. They had a rubber fuel line all the way to the front, so we hardlined that properly. Clamped nice, so nothing's gonna rattle or rub. You can see here the disc brake kit that the last shop installed, and things were barely finger tight here. And this was a drum car originally, and when they did the disc brake kit, you need to change the interior pedal, the brake pedal. The leverage for the brake pedal on a drum car is different than a disc brake car. So we thought we had everything sorted out. I pulled it out, and the pedal travel was to the floor. So we investigated that and discovered you got to change the brake pedal assembly to a power brake pedal assembly. And now she stops hard. She stops hard. You can see though, I still need to put miles on it. Still got the hash marks. Those need to go away. You gotta drive it enough that the hash marks disappear, and everything grips way better when that happens. Let's see what else. Oh, the drive shaft. We had to get a new drive shaft built because the one that was in here looked like they cut it and tacked it together on a, I don't know, workbench maybe. Nothing was balanced. Also, they used the wrong bolts for the flex plate, and everything rattled and made noise. When we first got it running, it still had the old crappy exhaust that was banging on the rails, so we thought that noise was the exhaust. Nope, the flex plate was rattling so bad that it actually took out the torque converter and the pump inside the transmission. So the brand new transmission that they installed, we had to get rebuilt. Whatever, some guys should not have tools. You know, it'd be one thing if it was a bunch of buddies drinking beers, building a car in the garage, having a good time, or a father-son, you know, bonding over building a muscle car. That's one thing. But when a shop is charging to do work on a vehicle and everything they do is wrong and not safe, just it makes everybody look bad. Everybody gets irritated, and I don't know how they do that. I don't know how they can justify it, but whatever. She's on the road now. I'm going to drop this back down, pull it out into the sun, and you can see the nice white hitting the sun. Fire this up, hit the lights. Halo Masters. Man, they sound good on everything. Listen to that. That built small block with the sniper. And that white. Kind of like a, it's kind of like a, I don't know if they call it colonial white or parchment white, but looks so good with that color interior. Let me shut this off. There we go. Sits nice and low on the tires. I always like the way Cougars look. I like the little longer front end on them. I've always thought the body lines on them were sharp, you know, like aggressive for like a luxury sports car for the time. And I like that hood scoop too. Just enough. Follows the center body lines of the hood. Right. It's a good looking ride. Good looking ride. Put some miles on this. Take it for an alignment and AC. And she'll be cruising this Betty White on the streets. Let me know what you guys think about the Mercury Cougars. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll keep giving you weekly content as always. I do appreciate it. Thanks.